Welcome back. If you're looking for a rental in TO, hey, maybe now's the time. Let's bring in Mike Eppel if he wants a side property here in the city. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, how you doing? Good morning, Melanie. Yes, the big question is it a good investment at this point with the rate of return on rentals versus the price you have to pay to actually buy a property? As rental prices down 17% year over year. And if you're looking at smaller units, 500-600 square feet, in some cases, prices have dropped 23%. Think about that for a second. Again, it kind of makes sense. People want space. They don't want to be crammed in. And at the same time, the demand for rentals has also declined just because of the pandemic. The inflow of people to the city, all of that has changed dramatically. And we're seeing this play out specifically in the rental market, again, juxtaposed with what we're seeing in the real estate market, where people just can't seem to pay enough for properties. So, it's this dichotomy we're seeing. And again, if the numbers don't work from an investment standpoint, if people are buying something to subsequently rent to cover their mortgage, then you're starting to look at things where, okay, does that compute, so to speak? From a healthy market standpoint, another warning yesterday from Sal Guattieri over at the CIBC saying the real estate market can't handle a spike in mortgage rates. And we're starting to see them climb up a little bit here. If that kind of gets going as the economy improves, whenever that happens, that's something to watch as well. So it's very interesting times.
A lot of people crunching the numbers right now and figuring out best case scenario, worst case scenario, right?
Having said that, you could probably find something at a much more affordable price and a larger property than you were looking at before.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's talk about the newspaper industry, which we know has been struggling for some time. And now we're seeing further indications of where we're heading and what's needed.
Torstar announcing yesterday that once the province and the federal government approves single sport wagering, of all things, the Torstar wants to get into an online gambling portal with the money generated going back to the newspapers. Again, this is, over the course of the next year. And if we, in fact, see that legislation passed in Ottawa, I think it's in front of the Justice Department right now, if memory serves. But I thought about this for a second. Wait a second. The health care sector in this province is supported by OLG. You think about these things, about how the ancillary effects of gambling is funding all sorts of different things. So why should the newspaper industry maybe be any different, considering the drop off in advertising? They're looking for any and all ways to generate some revenue.
Gotta make the money,
this other story yesterday that I was reading about Best Buy getting rid of insert flyers, going all digital.
Do you still look at flyers?
Absolutely.
You do? Okay.
Absolutely.
You're
With
the person.
My morning coffee. I think there are a lot more people than you think. The flyers, not just for electronics, but Canadian Tire, for example, grocery stores. People do still leaf through those, but can you do it from a digital standpoint? But what does that mean for local newspapers? They rely on flyers, the inserts to again, generate revenue. So again, it's another hit. But I just like settling back with a cup of coffee on a Saturday morning and leafing through things and seeing what's of interest.
Seeing what you need, don't need. What you do need is those really cool prizes in the cereal boxes, and they're making a comeback. I know you love this story, so I want to sneak this one in there.
70s flashback for me, sitting at the table, just eating the cereal and looking at the back of the cereal. And then, of course, subsequently, when my parents weren't watching, just reaching down and grabbing the toy. Yeah, General Mills coming out with color-changing spoons or something of that nature. It's always, a little trinket, but it's something that, the kids, you're walking through the grocery aisle, you see it, the kids go, I want that. And I think cereal's making a bit of a comeback.
Did it ever go away?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, I think for a while, there was talk about cereal sales on the decline, but maybe the pandemic has changed everything. You got your,
Parents are looking at what fast breakfasts are. Go, help yourself. Milk, go. That's what it is.
It's like Raisin Bran, but just for the raisins.
Oh, geez. Very interesting. All right, Mike.
I'm so weird.
We'll leave it there. Raisins and random toys.
I'm so weird and old. Okay.
Yeah, no, I like it, Mike. Never change. Take care. 6:17 is your time right now. Still to come here on Breakfast Television, we got some mixed messaging when it comes to the safety and efficacy of that AstraZeneca vaccine. So after the break, we're going to tell you why health experts say it should still be a strong contender in Canada's race to get our country vaccinated.